News.
Meanwhile, the Jubilee administration seemed to frustrate and isolate its second in command, Deputy President William Ruto, in a government that he heavily campaigned for. With President Uhuru Kenyatta having long ceased delegating in national duties to his principal assistant, KTN News understand that the once dynamic duo now hardly speak. KTN senior political reporter Chris Thairu has been doing some digging and reports that the Ruto political axis seems unperturbed and ready to face anyone who proves to be a stumbling block to the DP's presidential ambitions.
The first term of President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, his deputy William Ruto was at the center of power, perhaps because of the close relationship they shared and a coalition of URP and TNA. In 2014, Uhuru handed over the instruments of power to Ruto when he headed to The Hague to attend the case against him before the International Criminal Court. How are you? And for 3 days, Kenya had an acting President, William Ruto. But few months after the 2017 general election, things seemed to have gone south, with the 9th March handshake between the president and former prime minister having stopped the music. The deputy president no longer presides over government functions as delegated by the president as per Article 147 of the Constitution, nor does he receive nor bid the president goodbye at the airport when he jets in or out of the country, as it has been the norm.
We don't mind if someone has an agenda about isolating the deputy president. We don't mind. We've been there before. That's something we should be able to deal with. I don't think those who are trying to isolate him will succeed. What's important is let's deal with this issue of BBI. Since we have agreed we're going to amend the Constitution, we've done all those things, let's deal with it with finality.
Perhaps Executive Order Number 1 of 2019 drove the last nail into the coffin when the president appointed Fred Matiang'i, Cabinet Secretary for Interior, to be the chairman of the National Development Implementation and Communication Committee, supervising all national government projects. And to add salt to injury, Cabinet secretaries have been paying allegiance and visiting former Prime Minister Raila Odinga at his private office, Capitol Hill, sometimes briefing him on the progress of government projects. For instance, now that the president is in the UK on official duties.
The former premier can meet anybody, and anybody can meet the CSS. Anybody can meet any person in public office. That should not be an issue. Yeah, that should not be an issue.
Even those who are arguing that we change our constitution to make the deputy president have specific duties, it doesn't work like that anywhere. And the frustrations that deputy presidents go through is something that happens world over. Today, as we speak, between Michael Pence and Trump, there's something going on. In fact, there were rumors that he would have dropped him. And that even come the next election, which is in November this year, Pence may not be his running mate.
Nowadays, the deputy president has reduced his public limelight compared to other years when he could preside over 3 or more government functions in a day, only deciding to appear over the weekends, while weekdays he concentrates on his private business.
When the master says, let's focus on work, and you're trying to play politics. When he tells you we are supporting BBI, and you're trying to contravene him. When he tells you don't do this, and you're trying to do something different. So rule number 1, he broke it. And let him now eat his tomatoes, as raw as they are.
You do not try to outshine your boss. You don't even do things to show your boss you know anything. And I think Ruto has contravened all that.
Despite pressure on the deputy president to resign from office and fright from outside government, he has remained steadfast, with all indications showing that he is ready to face the challenges and protect his presidential ambitions.
He must fight. If he was not prepared to fight, he must fight. And that fighting, the choice will be whether to do it from government or from without government. If he chooses to do it from within government, he should be prepared for a lot of ugly scenes. Forget about bombers. Forget about all these sackings and drama in Kilimani police station.
And Tuesday, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, and Anglican Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit paid a courtesy call on the Deputy President, William Ruto, at his Harambee House Annex office in Nairobi, where they discussed how to foster unity in the country.